everyone, Crafting Vicky here with you, and today I want to do some journaling out of my big book of secrets. I haven't been journaling in that one for a while. The last pages I did was this one and that one, both from the East Wind, and the one I want to make tonight is also from the East Wind. So this book, I just love the shape. It's so big and it's like totally different. If you look at, let me pull out another book, if I can pull it out. I'm not sure I can. This is my treasured journal, and you can see how small it is, like not tall it is compared to this one, right? So like you can see the difference. So this is like really fun shape, and that is why I decided that I wanted to make a journal out of it. This being said, I've only done, like I said, 2 pages out of it, and I didn't really think much ahead of time. I haven't removed any pages yet, so, and I only did 2, and it's at the very beginning, so I'm thinking I should do something in the back. So I've glued the first pages down, and again I'm going with East Wind image, and it's this one, and it's a new release image, and I decided to color her in a different ways, so all in types of grays, and you can see that this is kind of a brownish, but it's a brownish gray. It's not a pure brown, and it's not a pure gray. And so I used all kinds of different grays, Prismacolor Premier pencils, and I don't do a lot of coloring with pencils. And the last time I actually did a coloring, and I'm not sure it's that one, no, was with one of the East Wind image, I believe. Because I usually color my images with Copics, and I usually color faces in a flesh tone, but I haven't, I did one time black and white type of layout, or whatever you want to call it, and I really liked it, and I haven't done it since then, so I really wanted to do it again. And I thought this would be a great image to do so, but there's a lot of details in this, and I still wanted the details to show, so I used pretty much all of the different shades of grays that I had, and thank God my box is a big one, and I had many different type of shades of grays that I could use. So, and also I used a blending tool from Michaels, and you can see, maybe here you can see that I wiped my blending tool, and that's how I got the marks and stuff to be blended on my image. So I'm wondering if I should do more cutting, it might be cool to see some of the background of my paper through this, and not just a straight image. So when I do want to do this, I usually use my X-Acto knife, and it's a cheap one. It's one from the dollar store, so nothing fancy. This one is nothing fancy. I do have a fancier one, and somehow I don't like it as much, so sometimes the regular version just does the trick. It doesn't have to be anything big and fancy to really do it. I'm thinking it's just gonna give me the extra little something on this layout, and hopefully I won't mess up my image, because that is also the one thing I worry when I do this type of thing, is to go and mess up my image once it's been colored. that's the long part. I find that the journaling of an image once it's colored is not so bad, but the coloring is a long process, and if you're happy with your coloring, then you really don't want to screw it up once it gets time to put it down. And I've heard someone recently ask, is using digital still artistic? And one of my artist friends mentioned that, you know, she does the digis, Sandra Caldwell, and you've seen me use her artwork, and she was saying how, you know, different using digis and showing your own take on them, it is artistic in some way. So Anki, who does amazing images, and this is one of hers, and she hasn't been doing a lot of digital images recently because she's been doing a lot of art and painting and stuff, and she's just amazing. And if you've been part of her blog, then you've been getting some freebies, and she's like so generous because the freebies she makes are just amazing. So anyway, back to this. So this is one of the new ones that she just did, and it's a Lucy Lou, and I just adore Lucy Lou, and she's using with this cute little dog, and I can't get the lighting properly here. So anyway, so this is the image, and yeah, maybe like that. So this is the image, and I just love this image, and I thought it'd be very cool on this. And so I found a sentiment that goes with it, and it's kind of in the same type of colors, and it says, dogs do speak, but only to those who know how to listen. And it's from Orf and Pamuk. My name is Red. Don't know this person. So anyway, thought it'd be kind of cool to put it on there, and pulled out some different papers in the grays. It could be cool on theirs too. And so I'm thinking that now it's just a question of putting something on here. And I wonder if I could use some of my Stabilo pencils. And this one is what? It's more of a brown. I don't want really brown, I want gray. So this is gray. And this looks like black. And this is white. So maybe those three could go. And then I can put some a bit of water on this. I don't want to do too much water because, like I've mentioned before, this is a book page. It's not a watercolor paper. It's not meant to be watercolor. And I also want to continue to see the background, because that's also part of the fun of using this, was that it was book paper. And so I already have basically a part of my page that's already done, right? So let's just kind of blend this a bit. Of course, if I had put gesso, it would move easier. Like I said, I still want to see my book page, so that's part of the fun of this. So So I don't know if you have dogs, but I do feel like a lot of times my dogs do speak to me. Especially when they're upset with me, or when they're trying to pass on their message that they think I'm being unfair to them. And it's not necessarily always you know, a sound. It's often just a look in their eyes that will kind of show what they're thinking. Okay, so let's just dry this off a tiny bit. Everything is falling. Just because I'd like to be able to put on some of the white, and I'm seeing that my page is buckling. Because of the water. And you can see it, like it's I don't mind it so much in the sense that this is part of the medium I'm working with, and I kind of like that aspect of it. But I don't want it too much, so I'm gonna leave it this way. I kind of like, and this being said, I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna use up the rest of the little water I have. I kind of like that extra white just on top of it, just a bit, and it kind of makes a fun background. It kind of removes some of the text so you don't see it quite as much, and I'm thinking that I probably like the image on this side more. But this being said, I have some paper that I want to put down. So those were big Stabilo pencils, water soluble, and I just love them. I started using them again in my my crafting while camping, and I fell in love all over again. I use a thinner one when I'm in my garage, but those are big chunky ones, and I'd seen my friend Monique from Germany use them, and I was jealous, and of course I had to buy them. And so I bought them, but like a lot of my wonderful supplies, I buy them, but then I don't necessarily use them to the full extent that they should be used. So it's kind of fun to actually do so, and not just leave them in the bags. Like that. So those are just scraps of papers that I found in my bin of scraps, and I wanted the white, black and white look, so I just pulled out some of the items that I had black and white. You could go with whatever you want. This is just what I was thinking that was gonna kind of fit with what I wanted. Maybe one more here. Of course, my paper sticks with the glue. I end up putting glue on the wrong side of it. So like that. And then I have some, this is security envelope. but it's also black and white. So maybe a big piece here. So it doesn't have to be designer paper, it can be magazine. I have some magazines that are black and white, I just didn't have it with me. So it wasn't convenient right now, but it could have been. Could have used newspaper, would have been cool as well. And this piece here that I'm using, you're not seeing it actually. This piece here that I'm using to put my glue on is actually the back of some labels for UPS. I'm liking that. And maybe I can put some sort of something here so that she would be standing on that and not just floating around like that. So this here, and she can be standing right there. And thinking on this side it could be something more like that, the opposite way. And I'm just going with my guts and what I want to. And this is not my typical page because I usually go for bright colors, but sometimes it's nice to just go with something different, right? Maybe something here. Like that. And then maybe I need some sort of something to go with this paper. I want to bring it back here maybe. So I want to tie both pages together. Maybe something like that. So let's cut out the sentiment and see how that looks, and then I can finish it off depending on how I like it. Okay, of course I'm going to remove my quotations mark. I want to put in the name of the hot author, and I'm hoping that this sentiment is something I found online, so I'm hoping that it's really a real author. And I thought these look kind of like the paws that you have here. Kind of reminded me of that, and it fits with the little dog that she's got. So something like this. And something like that. I'm gonna have to cut it out again because I don't think it's gonna fit being that big. I think I'm gonna have to subdivide them. I have to start somewhere, right? looking at the camera and seeing that because it's in black and white, you guys don't see it all that well, but hopefully you can still kind of see. Oh, I like that. I really like this. I love this, actually. I don't really just like it, I love it. So I was thinking if I was gonna put black around it, but I don't think I want to. I kind of like the fact that it ties in with the background and it's not that harsh with it. And because this is just my journaling, just for the fun of it and just me, well, it's gonna stay exactly this way. And that is that. Sometimes, you know, you need to listen to how you feel, and this is me listening to how I feel, and I'm feeling that this is the page that I wanted to convey, and I'm quite happy with it. There we go. And of course, that's when my glue decides that it's over. So need to change that. Sorry about that. I go through this stuff like crazy. It's insane how much I use. And I need to share with you guys the review of where I purchased this, because it's not the regular stuff that you purchase for the tape dispensers. And I'm quite happy with it, enough that I actually purchased another pack of it. So, my god, what the hell? What happened here? This is weird. Usually it's super easy to put together, and this one, for some reason, I'm having a difficult time with it. So this is not going to give you the best of impressions of the stuff. It's kind of sad because the rest of it has been amazing. And of course, the one that I do on camera, not so much. Because usually it would glue together and it'd be very well stuck on this side. Now I'm just doing it with the pressure. Hopefully it's going to be enough. I don't know what happened there. Like I said, the other ones worked fine, and I've been doing really good with it. Good enough that I wanted to recommend it to you guys. So hopefully this is a one-time bad issue. I'll let you guys know if it happens again. But like I said, the rest was amazing. So and I believe you've seen me use it already in another video. It's just that I haven't given you the full review. Okay, one last little paw here, and then the name, minus a few little hair, and there it is. And it's a question of putting down the name and the date. So here it is, and I'm quite happy with how it turned out. I hope you do like it too. If you do, please do give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave comments down below. Go check out the East Wind. I will leave you the blog address, so go and register for the newsletter. You can get freebies. They're amazing and you don't want to miss them. And you can check out the Etsy store as well. Fabulous digis, great price, and I'm just a wonderful artist all in all. So yeah, that is it. Bye everyone.